Wow. Wow. It's another brilliant day. Another very special day to be alive. Good day, everyone. It's Toju here again. I represent Creative Conversations. And today I choose to talk about the moral decadence of society. And my focal point is basically in Africa mostly, and Nigeria to be precise. I just would like to talk about the major moral decadence that has come up in Nigeria. Now, why do I say this? Why am I bothered? I am bothered about the tomorrow of the country. Now, oftentimes you hear bad governance, bad this, bad that, bad that. And with the rate at which you have ritual killings, kidnapping, and all sorts, one would not hesitate to wonder what will be of the country in another few years. Now, the truth is that it's not like there have not been ritual killings in the country for a long time. They have been. There have been ritual killings. There have been issues of people being kidnapped and all that. It's been on for many years. But unfortunately, what the country is experiencing at the moment is alarming. It's alarming because it has never been on this scale. Crime in itself is part of society. But when crime is not curbed, then there is need for you to be worried. Be worried for the generations unborn, generations who are still very young at this time. Worried for my children. Now, have people ever asked themselves what do they need money for? What's money about? Is money really worth taking another man's life for? Is money really worth having to kidnap another person for? These questions need to be asked. But the unfortunate part is this, which I've been trying my best not to talk about. The unfortunate part is that our religious institutions in Nigeria have not done anything about it. Rather, they have celebrated these people in every manner. You hear of situations where people who have stolen funds from other people come into church. They are part of the building fund. They are the major donors to the building fund. And then the pastor is happy? Shame on you, pastor. Shame on you. Shame on you, that pastor who has no moral uprightness, who stands for nothing but money. Shame on you. Shame on you, fathers and mothers who stand for nothing, who have nothing to show, who have nothing to teach their children, who have not taught their children the right things, who have taught their children that only money counts, who have taught their children that good character has nothing to do with society. Shame on you. Shame on you. This doesn't just have to do with the youths who have taken to crime at its peak. I'm still a youth, yes. I had so many opportunities to become even like a Yahoo boy. I didn't grow up with all the roses, with all the goodies in life. No. All through my days when I was in Uniben, my friends were driving cars. I couldn't drive. And I wasn't so bothered. People were in money. People were living in good apartments, having the best girls at the time. But to be honest with you, I would like us to ask ourselves, does money really bring happiness? Does it bring happiness? No. The unfortunate part is that those people who seem to have gotten all the money, they fail to come out to explain their predicaments. A lot of people are suffering in the money they have made, legitimately or illegitimately, fraudulently or fairly. There are a lot of people who are in money today who wish they were poor, because they've gone through certain circumstances in life where the money couldn't count, where they only needed people. Unfortunately, their character, their all ill manners have driven the right people from them, and they have nobody to come to their aid. Even though they need to buy the people, the money cannot buy the genuine people. Rather, they've surrounded themselves with security guards to guard them. So they are guarding themselves from the true life, true happiness that life can bring. So if you want to be sure, if you want to be really sincere with yourself, you would agree with me that money has ended up caging you. Money has ended up putting you in a box. Money has ended up having you in house arrest. That's what you don't know. It's so shameful that a lot of people who are in house arrest, personal house arrest, their monies have put them in house arrest. What do I mean by that? When security men are guarding you, when you are in a car, you cannot have a proper conversation because you are afraid. You have so many guards all around you. You're going anywhere. Everybody knows where you're going. All your security aides have to be there with you. You are in prison. I'm sorry to say. You're actually in prison. So why would you have an amount of money that keeps you in prison? That takes away your freedom, that takes away all that you are. Why did I interfere with the church? I had to speak about the church because for a while now, I've been pondering to say, what role is the church playing in this moral decadence that is plaguing the country? What role is the church playing? Unfortunately, the church is aiding and abetting. The church has aided all these nefarious activities. It has aided all of these things by what? By the prosperity preaching they came up with. A lot of people want to prove to the others that they have God, that God is working for them. So the normal slogan you hear on the street is, "Nah, God, it's God, it's God." But is it really God? Does God have a hand in that girl you just slaughtered? Does God have a hand in that woman you just killed? Does God have a hand in your mother who you just slayed? I use this opportunity to say thank you to Influence Akaba. God bless you for the song that you have brought forth. That he can see humanity living in divinity, living in so much ill, so much evil. When the money now comes, who are you going to spend the money with? God bless you, Influence Akaba. Who do you intend to spend the money with? You see a beautiful girl who is loitering around you, and the next thing you think is worthy is to slay her because you want to have money for a period of time. Because unfortunately, these evil people never tell you that it's going to be for a while. Somebody promises you wealth for 10 years. And at the point when they tell you 10 years, you think it's far. 10 years seems far away. 10 years. In no distant time, 10 years starts to knock. And then you're running here and there. You're running. Oh, that also reminds me the man who said, they run kitty kitty, they run kata kata. You know if you drink water from cup? Truly. That's from a Benin term. Setting one may you what is your name? What's now the problem? What is your problem? That you have that mind, that you have that thought in your head that it is another man's blood that will be worthy of putting in your pocket. Why would you do that? Well, I have come to beg us today. I've come to appeal to all forms. The religious bodies, the social institutions, all forms, the governors, the president. Please, look into this situation. Because in no distant time, it's going to be on your door. Your cousins. You might think that your own children are safe. Maybe they are abroad or they are somewhere safe. They can't run forever. And if this plague of killings continues, if this plague of banditry, if this plague of ritual murders, this plague of kidnapping continues, it's going to knock on your door soon. It's going to knock on your door soon, irrespective of the security officials manning you. Soon. So I beg of you, pastors, governors, counselors, administrators, mothers and fathers, do your own little way, do your own little research on how you can curb these excesses. It's becoming so much. And there is need for us to collectively put things right. Collectively engage the people who have taken to this aspect of life. Let them know that there is a better way to be human. Let there be affordable housing. Let there be everything within their reach so that they don't take to crime. They don't take to crime of killing. That's the worst thing ever. Unfortunately, it didn't start now. There have been many cases even with parents who want to live longer, who have used their children for rituals and all that stuff just for them to live long. When you get so old, and then what's next? When you can't eat much. What do you need all those cars for? What do you need those houses for? A lot of you are so lonely. You're so lonely on top. Take as many people as you can to the top with you. Then you see it is worth it having Mary in freedom and in peace. So today, please, I might have offended a few people with my statements. I might have also pleased a few people. But the truth is that I have just come to say my piece. I have come to say my own quota in this lovely world that we live in. My aim is to see that humanity is achieving the best. Every man who is born on earth has a purpose. And the ideal thing is that we find our purpose. Do all you can to find your purpose. And by so doing, you'll be glad. You'll be glad, you'll be glad, and you'll be glad. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for watching me. Thank you, because I know these words are not just mere words. These mere words come from a place of inspiration. And it is ideal that we all do our collective, put in our collective efforts to see that humanity gets better and to see that we can all live together in harmony. We can all live together in oneness. The Beninese will say akugbe or etin. Coming together is the strength that humanity requires. So collectively, please, we can make a difference. We can make a change. In your own little community, in your own little way, if there's a youth who is out there struggling, who is out there, look for something to do. Look for something to do for them. Just before they take that decision to kill another person. It's unfortunate it has gone even below age line, where you have teenagers now running after money. What do they need this money for? To impress another girl. You kill a girl to impress another girl. That's all. Just for the girl to see that you're driving a Bentley or you're driving a good car, and then you're going to have sex with her. Shame on you. Shame on you. If that's all you think, or you're going to a clubhouse to spend this money. I didn't want to talk about the clubhouses, but I would advise that these clubhouses put a restraint. Let there be a curbing. Let there be a guidance to what is being expended. I know you are open to make money, but make money with some, dignity. Let our dignity be restored. All men and women, kindly restore dignity. Bring back dignity. And with that, we would all live happily ever after. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe to our channels, and you'll be glad you did.